to go to for the how to. You know that you want to get beautiful.
Hi Creepers, so as you can probably tell by the backdrop here, I am no longer in New York. I am slowly making my way home, and right now I'm back in Asheville, which I talked about a few months ago. So I thought now that I'm not in New York anymore, I should probably give you my tips on where to go in terms of shopping for beauty, because New York's such a transient city. Pretty much every week that I was there, I had a new friend in town, so it's definitely not somewhere that Aussies don't visit. But then when you go there, most people kind of fly in for a week or a few days, and you really want to hit your hot spots and know exactly where you're going, because time is definitely, it just seems to get away with you when you're in New York. So I'm going to give you a list today on my top 10 shopping haunts in New York City. That are kind of all based around beauty. So I'm going to start with the big, more obvious ones, but not everyone knows these. So I'm going to start with Sephora, which, if you don't know about Sephora, it is like the ultimate high-end supermarket for beauty products. It is an absolute mecca of goodness, and they have different stores all over Manhattan, so you can look it up and see where the closest one to you is. But they have pretty much every high-end brand there, as well as little niche brands, and the staff is so helpful. You go in there and it's totally overwhelming, especially if you love beauty, and there's just someone there to help you on for your every beauty whim. It's pretty amazing. So every week I would kind of hit Sephora and explore and smell all the fragrances and try all the products. It's absolutely overwhelming, and it's a must for any beauty geek out there, because Sephora is pretty amazing. Also, which I loved in New York, was Duane Reade, which is just a chemist or pharmacy or drugstore, whatever you want to call it, chain. But they had some pretty good stocks of beauty for really cheap prices. OPI nail polish is like $10. All your Maybelline mascaras, all your kind of mass market things are available there at super cheap prices. Which, you know, is always fun. I found that coming from Australia, we do pay a premium for our beauty products at home. So it's kind of fun going into the local supermarkets and just seeing the wider range of things and having a bit of fun in there. So that's always good as well. So definitely recommend those two places. Sticking with the big brand and big name stuff, also, if you're heading over to Soho, which I'm sure most people would, there is a couple of places you need to hit. Firstly, the Benefit Boutique, which I've already talked about, has just opened its first flagship store in New York. I can't believe it's taken so long, but they found this amazing, amazing site on West Broadway, and the actual store is gorgeous. It's quite small, but it's very Benefit. It's all decked out in their gorgeous wallpapers, and downstairs they have the treatment room, so you can go in there and you can get your spray tan, you can get your brows done, your lashes tinted, all that you need to do, which is a definite must, and then all the Benefit products on top. It's super cute, it's really fun, it's definitely worth a visit. While you're in Soho, I would also recommend going into Bloomingdale's. It's the smaller version of a Bloomingdale's. There is a bigger one uptown, but you're in the area and they have an amazing beauty floor. So many great fragrances, so many great products, and you may as well pop upstairs and check out the clothes as well. But Bloomies is definitely worth a visit. Also on Broadway in Soho, there's a Ricky's as well while you're there. Now, Ricky's is this crazy little chain of beauty stores that sell everything from like wigs to, you know, special face makeup to, in Halloween, the whole store is totally made over and they sell every single costume, and it's just crazy, but it's so much fun because they've got all these quirky little things in there. So if you're a little bit experimental with your beauty and you're looking for, say, glitter or face glue or, you know, a new wig or something, Ricky's will have it. It's really fun. They've got all just everything you could imagine that's a little bit quirky and left of center when it comes to beauty. They definitely have it. They also have really great hair clips and hair products and things like that. You can, if you need a dryer, for example, a hair dryer, go to Ricky's because they'll have it. All that kind of stuff. But it's really fun to go in there and explore. So I definitely recommend that. Now, when I was in New York, I lived on Bleecker Street, and it's just the most beautiful area. I was right near Magnolia Bakery and Marc Jacobs store, so obviously a lot of browsing, shopping, and ogling was going on for me. Now, a Jo Malone store has just opened on Bleecker Street, so I definitely recommend doing that strip because there's some really great boutiques there, and it's just a really beautiful part of town. So I lived above the Jo Malone store, actually. That was my building, and it was so handy. You'd walk past and all the smells would just ooze out the door, and you just couldn't help but go in. And there's a big sample table as you walk in the door, and I'm always there spritzing away. So definitely, if you're a Jo Malone fan, which I think pretty much most people are, it's a really beautiful store, definitely worth going in to see. Also on Bleecker Street, just down the road, there's a Bond Number 9, which is another fragrance store, and they sell the quintessential New York type fragrances. All the fragrances are named after different neighborhoods and streets. It's very cool, it's very funky, and they've got a great store there. It's definitely worth checking out. Right nearby is the Magnolia Bakery, so I recommend just sneaking in there for a quick little cupcake before making your way to the NARS store. Now, NARS has just opened their flagship store as well in New York. And the one on Bleecker Street is beautiful. It's very clean, very NARS, very kind of sophisticated, and all the staff there are super helpful as well. So they're more than willing to kind of make you over and make you look beautiful. So I also recommend definitely going to the NARS store, all those 3 stores on Bleecker Street. They're all quite close to each other, so you can kind of go for a little wander. While you're there, you may as well check out Marc Jacobs and the Marc Jacobs bookstore. Mulberry's right there as well, so if you're looking for a new handbag, Bleecker Street is definitely the place to go. What else have I got? Oh yes, okay, I need to put this one in for my mum because she was totally obsessed with Bath and Body Works. Now, Bath and Body Works sells, as the name suggests, all kinds of gorgeous body sprays, body moisturizers, bath soaks, all this kind of thing in really beautiful fragrances. And every time I come to the States, Mum's like, please bring me home some Bath and Body Works sprays. They have fun little travel size things. They've got hand sanitizers. They've pretty much got everything you could imagine in all these gorgeous scents. So there's a Bath and Body Works in Soho. There's quite a few actually sprinkled around Manhattan, so you can definitely look that up. But if you're a spray girl, like if you love body sprays, body moisturizers, like scented stuff, then you'll pretty much fall in love with Bath and Body Works. It's really amazing. So they're all my picks. All those 9 picks are in Manhattan, but there is one in Brooklyn. Can't forget Brooklyn. And it's called Shen Beauty. Now, Shen Beauty is in Cobble Hill, around that area. I'll give you the proper address anyway, either here in this video or in the actual blog. But Shen Beauty is basically what happens when a former stylist and a former beauty editor or beauty writer partner up and create their ultimate dream store. It's full of high-end kind of niche, not necessarily high-end expensive, but really beautiful niche products. It's pretty amazing. They sell Kate Logan there. They sell the Kahina brand, who do great argan oil. They sell all kinds of really beautiful niche products that you really can't get anywhere else. They've kind of handpicked them from all around the world. And the store is just a great experience. So I recommend, if you want to go out to Brooklyn, definitely check out Shen Beauty, because it's a little semi-unknown treasure, I think, and it's really, really worth a visit. It's gorgeous. So anyway, Primpers, that is my, I guess, 10, so my top 10 shopping destinations in New York for beauty. And, you know, keep this in your folder for when you next come over, because I'm pretty sure that every one of you at one stage will be in New York, hopefully. It's definitely worth a visit. I miss it already. Anyway, Primpers, have a beautiful weekend, and I'm primped next week. Bye.
Yeah. Go to for the how to, you know that you want to.